everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be showing you the Rocketbook Academic Planner. Thank you so much to Rocketbook for sending me this planner. I am super excited to show you guys how I will be using that this year for school. And if you are interested in purchasing this academic planner, I will have a link listed in the description box down below. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so if you guys don't know what Rocketbook is, it's basically this really cool reusable product. So set this aside for a second. So this is what it looks like. So it's super thin, as you can see. So this academic planner, I'm just going to do a quick flip through. Like I said, this is a reusable planner that you can continue to use year after year after year. It really genuinely doesn't have to go away. This is just a little blank spot for you to write your name. So what happens is, and I'm using my phone to film, so this is going to be a little bit difficult for me to do both, but bear with me and I'll try to explain it as best as possible. Basically, as you guys can see here, this is the inside cover, and what Rocketbook is once you have filled up this entire page, so I'm just going to put a little line through, let's say that's my page. Down at the bottom of the page are these little icons. Rocketbook has an app, so you go to the app and you designate each of these icons to be something. This one is my nursing Gmail, this is my normal Gmail, this is my school Gmail. You can text it to yourself, so I text it to me, text it to Tom in case he needs my schedule or whatever. And then you can also save it to Google Drive. There's also Dropbox, iCloud, and some other options as well. Let's say I am ready to scan this page. All you have to do is go in down here at the bottom. You can probably barely see it on this video, but there are little icons down at the bottom, and you basically, let's say I want to text this to myself, you just kind of fill it in or cross it off or whatever, and then you take your phone, go to the app, there's a little camera icon, you click the camera icon and you scan it, and what it does is it reads this entire text all on this page, and then it also reads what icon you're trying to send it to. So then it'll take you through a couple of prompts where you will select where you're sending it to, click send, and then since I did the little bell, this one is going to be texted to me. I think it's just really cool. It's an awesome product. Definitely saving the planet by using less paper. And of course, like you can do like multiple. So if I wanted to like Gmail it, save it to Drive, and text it to myself, you can do that too. So I think one of the coolest things about Rocketbook is, first of all, they use friction pens for their technology. And you guys know I love friction. So like right here, I have the friction fine liner. These are the erasable markers and the friction erasable pens as well. So it has to be a friction brand and it has to be erasable, because how these pages work, they're kind of silky. Once you're ready to erase it, it comes with this little cloth. So I'm just going to use my hydro jug here, just get it kind of wet. You just get it like barely damp, rub that out a little bit, and then you just wipe it all off, and then you can use the other side to kind of dry it. And same thing down here, just kind of dry it off and then let it dry completely, and now it's a brand new page ready for you to use again. So I just think this technology is super cool. Obviously, like, this is a really awesome product just to jot down quick notes and things like that. So I'm going to show you guys how I am planning on using my Rocketbook for this school year. And basically, long story short, this is my kind of toss pile of things to do, and then I'm still going to be using my Erin Condren planner, so I still have that and I'm still going to be using that, but this is just an extra thing that I can do to keep myself organized. So this first mission control page just has some things like goals, what's next, what are you excited about, to-do list, and notes. Next up, we have a little class schedule. So you can put the class that you're taking, the day and the time that you take it, your teacher, their contact, and any notes that you have, like don't forget book or whatever. So I just have my 3 classes there with the times that I'm taking them. On the other side, there is a project tracker. So there's really not a ton of projects in nursing school, so I don't see myself using this as much. So this is, I'm just gonna keep bringing in my Erin Condren a little bit because the function is very similar, but you can use this over and over again, and the Erin Condren you have to redo. So this is kind of like this page and this page where you can write different things that are gonna be happening within that month. You know, you can write all of your exams. Maybe this will be like my exam focal point and quiz focal point. So all my exams and quizzes I'll write in here, and that way I don't have to flip through a bunch of pages to find when my next quiz or next exam is gonna be. And then once you flip the page, you get to the calendar view. So this is the monthly view. One thing I will say, just as, you know, an honest review, I write fast and I need to get stuff done fast. And with the Rocketbook, you kind of have to go slow. And what I mean by that is when you write something, if you flip the page, and you'll see this because I just kind of quickly wrote this to give you guys an example, you'll see that a lot of it kind of like bleeds over and smears. If you don't let it dry completely, there's like a lot of extra little marks, and that's just because I didn't let it dry long enough. So that is one thing that I don't love about the Rocketbook, is just the drying time that you have to wait for it to be completely dry and good to go. But I do really like the functionality of it, and it has some pages later on in a second that I'll show you that I think are really helpful for school. So this is my monthly view. This is just where I'm gonna throw clinical dates, exam dates, quiz dates, when any little assignments are due, when my meeting dates are. And then as you can see down here, I went ahead and marked my Gmail, texting, and Google Drive. That way I have access to this at all times. I don't have to take this with me every single day. I can just look at it on my Google Drive or in my text messages or in my Gmail. So that's what I really like about this, is it's not something that I have to physically take with me everywhere. I can take a picture first thing in the morning or first thing that week and know exactly what is coming up that month or that week. As you guys can see, those little dots, they come off really quickly, but having to go back in and erase them is a little bit of a pain in my opinion. I don't know if that's anything that they can help with, because that's just, you know, that's the science behind the pen and their pages, but it is slightly frustrating because I want it to look nice and I don't want it to smear. So I'll just kind of show you guys what I'm talking about, that way I don't sound like I'm talking gibberish. So even like, I'm just gonna rewrite it and then I'll erase it, but even like when I wrote October 2021, you know, and then I'm ready to flip to the next page. Then I flip to the next page and now it's November. I wrote that really messy, but you guys get the point. So then whenever I flip back over, you guys can see like this is now diluted, quote unquote, like it's kind of smeared, and then it's smeared over to the next page because I put pressure on it. Same thing here. So that is one thing that I don't love about the Rocketbook. Everything else is great. I really can't think of anything else that I don't like. One thing that I will note about this as well, which it works for me, I'm just not used to it yet. As you guys can see here in my Erin Condren, this monthly view goes Sunday to Saturday. And that's just how I know my monthly view, and that's just how it is. But when you get into the weekly views, this is Monday through Sunday. So in Rocketbook, their monthly view goes Monday to Sunday, where I'm used to having Sunday on this far side. So that is just something to keep in mind. I just wanted to kind of tell you guys that, because that is something that I didn't realize at first when I was playing with it, and then I realized it again. So you kind of get the idea. But I do like it. I just have to get used to it. My week in my head is Monday to Sunday. So that's kind of just how I function. But in my monthly view, I'm used to Sunday to Saturday. So anyways, just something to think about. And then you get into these pages, and as I'm talking about it, I'm just gonna erase these little spots that smeared. So as you guys can see, this is kind of the weekly view. So it starts on Monday, and then it has the weekends, Saturday and Sunday, in these two little cubes. Basically, this gives you a overview of what your day can look like. So this top box is labeled important items. Then you have assignments, and then you have activities. For me, I really like kind of timing out my day or what I need to be doing each day. So if I have like a really long reading assignment, like 4 chapters, let's say, and I need to split that up, I may do chapter 1 on Monday, chapter 2 on Wednesday, and chapter 3 on Thursday. So I'm still getting my work done throughout the week, but I'm kind of dividing it up, if that makes sense. The other thing as well is like with studying for exams, obviously you can't just sit down and study the entire exam in one sitting. It's better to, you know, go by sections, go back week by week or whatever. So let's say I have an exam on Friday, I may write chapters 1 and 2, or study chapters 1 and 2, study chapters 3 and 4, study chapters 5 and 6. Thursday, I'm going to just do a general content review of things that I struggle with, and then take my exam on Friday. So that is kind of just the way that I will probably use this. You can also put, like, I might put my meeting dates and times down here and things that I need to do for my meetings, since I'm presidents for both of my organizations. I really typically like to have a full view for Saturday and Sunday, but I know that that's not necessarily realistic, so that's fine with me. And then, you know, you can just put your general assignments that are due, like your quizzes or just a paper, or, you know, that type of thing. So this Rocketbook gives you 5 pages of this weekly view, which I really enjoy. I'm gonna bring over my Erin Condren really quick and show you guys. This is the weekly view that we are looking at here. So it does have Monday to Sunday, and this is my hourly time frame. But as you can see, there's no room for me to put, like, you know, things that I'm gonna be doing that day unless I actually time it into my schedule. So that's what I'm looking forward to using this Rocketbook for, is the actual assignments that I'm wanting to, you know, get done. I don't typically think I'm going to use like this mind map or priority matrix or like reflection. I kind of have like a different system of reflecting on my day right now. These blank pages are great, especially if you're trying to time out study time or something like that. You can just quickly jot down all the things that you need to know for that exam. And then of course it has the different dotted pages and graph pages as well. So again, since I'm using my phone to film, I can't really show you guys, but the app is super helpful. It gives you the exact instructions to get through how to actually scan it and save it to your destinations. Basically, you would just, let's pretend this is my phone, you would just write out everything in this monthly view. You can mark what destinations you want it to go to in these little icons. Take your phone and you scan it, and then click, you know, send or whatever the button is, and then it will send to your Google Drive, your text messages, your iCloud, your, you know, whatever. And you can change these out. This is just how I set mine up. You can change it to go really anywhere. But like I said, this is kind of just a little dashboard for me to know what's coming up, and my fiance all the time is like, oh, what do you have this week? So all I have to do is go to that week and scan it and text it to Thomas using my little lucky symbol. So all right guys, that is it for this Rocketbook review video. I just wanted to thank you again to Rocketbook for sending me this academic planner. I have eyeballed Rocketbook for like years and years and have just never bit the bullet. I mean, the price point is great for this, like there was not an issue there. I just never dove into it. So I'm so excited that I get to try this out some more and use it for my last year of nursing school. They have tons of other great options and items that you can get as well, such as the Rocketbook beacons. Basically, these are little cubes, little triangles that you can put on the edge of your whiteboard, and the Rocketbook app can actually recognize these and scan them. So they just have a ton of really awesome options for reusable and accessible planning content and notes and things like that. So that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. As always, comment if you have any questions or suggestions, and I will chat with you in the next video. Have a great week and talk soon.